G'day guys. Now, when you spend as much time out in the middle of nowhere, you sometimes really do rely on some creature comforts. And the creature comforts I'm talking about is keeping yourself hydrated and keeping your drinks pretty cool. So today we're going to be talking, of course, about the Brass Monkey 15 litre fridge. Alright guys, let's get into it. Righto guys, so as per every review, if you're looking for the review that's just going to sugarcoat stuff and tell you how good a product is, this is not the review for you. This is going to be exceptionally honest, as brutal as it may sound, especially to one of the more popular cheap brands out there. But you're going to get an honest review and something that I feel could be handy for you moving forward. So here it is, the Brass Monkey 15 litre fridge. Now it's only a small one because I only wanted it to, I guess carry the drinks and so forth. And after doing a lot of research online of the cheap fridges, the Brass Monkey really seemed to get a heck of a lot of attention. Now, we'll break this up into, bits and pieces about it. And first, what we'll start off with is the specifications. So the specifications on this Brass Monkey fridge is, of course, it's a 15 litre fridge. Now, one thing you're going to need to know about them is, of course, the amp draw. And these are going to draw about 3.75 amps. So they're fairly efficient things. Now, the good thing about the Brass Monkey is it is going to get down to minus 20 degrees. So I suppose if you really want to get your drinks really cool, or you want to keep frozen ice, these will do it. Absolutely. They won't have a problem at all. Now, the can capacity of the 15 litre is going to be about 21 cans. So we're 3 cans shy of a full carton, but that's all right. It's better than being a few crayons short of a full box. The unit itself weighs about 9 kilos, so it's not overly heavy, and of course that's the empty weight. But 9 kilos, is pretty good, and I guess with the size of it here, it fits in most places, okay? It's not the smallest 15 litre fridge on the market, but it's certainly not the biggest. And I guess the other thing that's very important is the warranty, which the warranty on these from Jaycar is 36 months. So 36 months, 3 years, that's a pretty good lifetime, or pretty good warranty, I guess, out of a product that's only costing you $199. And I suppose that brings us to the price. Now, as just mentioned, the price is $199. So it's actually one of the cheaper fridges on the market. So I guess when you buy a fridge for $199, or it is one of the cheapest on the market, you do expect it probably to not stand up as tall as like your Wacos and your Engels, and nor should it for that price. We are talking a budget fridge. Now, we'll get into the pros and cons. Unfortunately, one far outweighs the other in this one. So the pros and cons, we'll start with the pros. The pros for this is obviously a very cheap fridge that really does get your cans down cold. So as I said, minus 20 degrees, and it does it. It does get it down to minus 20. We've had it down there, we've done it. But as for that, that's about where the pros stop. Now, unfortunately, my experience with the Brass Monkey fridge hasn't actually been the greatest. In fact, I'd probably take away the BR and just call it the Arse Monkey fridge, because as far as I'm concerned, it's no good. It really hasn't suited me that well. Now, let me tell you why. Now, as I said, we'll refer back to $199, so $199, so I wasn't expecting the world. However, the first thing that really played with me is the time it actually takes to get stuff down to temperature. So if we're running this fridge here, we've just turned the car on, to get it from, let's say, 20 degrees down to about 1 or 2 degrees takes a heck of a long time. And I'm talking a real long time. So you're better off buying the 240 volt cable that you can buy for these, because they don't come with it, and have it cooling down overnight ready for your trip. Unlike my Waco and my Engel that I've got, which cool down really, really fast, this actually isn't the quickest cooler in any way, shape or form. Now, another, of course, con with this here has been the way that this lid warps. So this plastic lid here it really does warp in the sun. So as soon as it gets any form of heat, it'll get a bow. This is my second lid, and they've both done the exact same thing. Now, because they are probably built a bit cheaper, they're a bit more how you're going in the sun. However, it is an outdoor fridge, or a camping fridge if you wish, so you'd expect it to be just a little stronger there. The display panel we've got here is duller than I've ever seen. Like, I'm talking, you almost need to be nighttime to be able to see it. The USB little doober on top, the cover fell off absolutely immediately. It's loud. It's quite a loud little fridge for what it is. But once again, it was only $199. So who is the target user for this fridge? So the target users for this fridge is going to be someone who isn't so concerned about getting their fridge down quick, isn't someone who doesn't mind plugging it in the night before just to get it ready for the next day. And most importantly, I think it's people on a budget. So people who are right on that budget, don't have a lot of money to spend, but they want a fridge that will do the job. This is the fridge for you. So it will actually do the job. I'm not saying it's not going to. I'm not going to say it's a complete rubbish fridge for everyone. But when you're spending so much time out in the heat like I am, it is a bit... It's a tough one. I also do find it struggles a heck of a lot in the heat. Maybe a transit bag may solve that a bit. But what are your options if you weren't going to go the Brass Monkey, but you also didn't want to spend the mega money on the Waco or the Engel? Well, to be honest with you guys, it'd have to be either XTM or Kings. I do have an XTM and a Kings fridge as well. I am a bit of a fridge whore, if you like, and I can tell you now, out of the XTM and Kings, that the XTM is a hands down winner. But look into the XTM, I think, if you are looking for a comparative option that still won't be as cheap, but is on the cheaper end of the scale. So I suppose it comes down to the, would I buy again? No. Absolutely not. I would not buy another Brass Monkey fridge, personally, for my use. Now, I know a lot of people, as I said, that love these fridges, and there's people online that are going to argue in the comments section below like you wouldn't believe. But I'm telling you, for my personal situation, and based on this fridge here, not the Brass Monkey range, this exact fridge that I'm touching here is not fit for my use. I would have no problems in spending the extra money and actually getting the Engel or the Waco, which I do have. But of course, this is the Brass Monkey review, and I do tend to carry the Waco or the Engel with me at all times when I'm in a situation where I really need super reliability. And based on that as well, the reliability of this fridge has been okay, but there also has been a couple of times where it's thrown an error code. We let it sit in the shed for a couple of weeks. Bang, she's going again. So I don't know what that's all about. So guys, I suppose the conclusion is, if you're looking for a budget-friendly fridge that's only going to suit your needs, maybe you want it as a mall runner, just throw it in the back of the ute and head down the shops and keep your groceries cold and on the way home, Brass Monkey could be the absolute way to go. This wasn't a slander session. This wasn't anything to really go against Brass Monkey. As I said, there's so many supporters, and I've actually seen some of these fridges do beautiful things. So the brand itself is okay for the people that it targets. But if you're really demanding a great fridge, probably think of something else. All right, guys, I hope this was slightly helpful. Hopefully it saves you a bit of money, and we'll catch you on the next review. See yous later.